folks, this match is underway. Virtual selection as Marines starting on Warehouse here on Tram. Pathogen starting down in Shipping as Aliens. You see them doing a 2-1-2 split versus a 1-2-1 split for virtual selection. A little bit of action happening here in the middle of the map. In Hub, Pipo and Aristote trying to get Risk out of the corner there as he tries to fall back a bit. Dr. Melkenstein on the other side of the map getting a couple parasites off as he moves off into server room. These two Marines still holding steady here. Meanwhile, Lucho is alone here in ore processing. B1 and Blind here making I'm sure they're communicating right now, making some sort of move. Blind getting out of the way over there, and B1 moving into Warehouse up against Ben, who's doing a little bit of defense there. Over in server room, we're seeing Loop taking down Dr. Melkenstein, and down here, Blind, Risk, and Osku have moved down into logistics. Aristote and Pipo are moving well into alien territory right outside their base. You see Craghive went first, so you see that Drifter throwing mucus membrane and enzyme all over the place. Blind goes down, but before he takes down Aristote, Dr. Melkenstein takes down Pipo and cleans up that fight. Meanwhile, over in ore processing, we're seeing that Marine was taken out, and B1 at 27% health is working on that RT. Loop is securing server room as Ben comes around the corner. B1 gets off that RT at 69%, and Ben is now alone up against B1. B1's probably going to fall back and wait for Blind and Osku to come in here, and we're just going to see what this looks like from Ben's point of view as Pathogen makes its move. Great timing here, keeping him so confused as to where they were coming. Lucho coming around the corner a little bit too late as he tries to get these guys off of this RT. It's on fire. It looks like they just need to focus this down and just keep going around it. Focus on the RT. Focus on the RT. Or not. Try to get the Marine. Oh, and he does! Great job there by Osku cleaning that up, and we're seeing that Risk is at platform, taking that out, and we're seeing Melkenstein just gets enzyme for that one over in server room. Aristote now and Pipo here in logistics as a Drifter comes to tries to come out and do nothing and gets shot. B1 and Blind coming around the corner. We are going to put the death cam on Blind here as he tries to engage these Marines with B1 and tries to get them out of here and save this Harvester. And Blind goes in for the kill, gets killed by a mine, and Deathcam strikes again. I'm sorry, Blind. And that Harvester actually does end up going down, but this extractor at platform looks like it's going to be going down as well. Melkenstein and Risk working on that. Melk is staying behind to take that down the rest of the way. Risk comes around the corner, no help there, gets killed. And we're seeing that these two Marines are still down, pressuring logistics right outside Shipping, which is the main hive. The Cis chain moving into elevator transfer. Only mines and a Crag hive on each team has been researched. Pipo and Aristote just holding on to logistics right now, keeping that type of pressure. They may not be doing anything right now. But they may not be doing anything right now, but just them being in here is just constant pressure. Risk now as the lurk, as he comes around the corner here from Shipping into logistics. He's going to definitely try to time this with Kotros. Osku in the vents on the other side, and it looks like they're going to put a pinch on Pipo and Aristote. Meanwhile, nothing really else going on around the map. There's a little bit of RT harassing happening up in platform. There was a little bit happening there in ore processing. Pipo ends up going down. Aristote goes down to Osco's Parasite. Always love getting those kills. And Loop now is here in platform, trying to take down these two Skulks. Not doing a very good job there as he gets taken down. Blind and Dr. Melk have now taken down that RT. Pipo and Aristote a little bit too slow as they come around the corner. Blind grabbing his upgrade in the vents. Melkenstein gets shot up in platform, and we're seeing that Risk and B1 moving together with that lurk into North Tunnels. Aristote looks, don't build that, Aristote. Don't build that. Now we're seeing Ben come around the corner. Risk and Osku take him down quite easily. Ben now trying to attack And they may pinch Risk in here really low as he gets out of there with 28% health. Pipo a little bit too slow on that uptake. Loop building up the RT in repair room as Melkenstein comes around the corner. Grabs a parasite. They're just going to continue to build this as Lucho comes around the corner, gets and starts tagging Melkenstein from across the room. Blind now sitting outside. Nice positioning by both teams. Virtual Selection doing really well. I mean, they're sitting at 5 RTs, but I think they're just fast capping RTs around the map. I mean, they have lost 4 at this point. Great job on the enzyme there by Pathogen's commander. That would be Kotros, who is enzymed and mucous membrane here in repair room. We're seeing that Aristote and Ben have moved from North Tunnels into the hub, and they are going to meet Pipo here, who's outside elevator transfer. Osku is in there. And we're seeing Risk down in South Tunnels trying to engage these 2 Marines, getting away with just 92 health. And these 3 Marines, Ben, Aristote, and Loop, moving into repair. We see Loop coming around the corner up against Dr. Melstein. That extractor does go down. He does not save it. And here comes Dr. Melstein's attack run. Looks like it's just going to be an attack retreat, but doesn't work out. He does get tagged at the end. These 2 Marines get cleaned up here in logistics. Great job there by Pathogen. Let's take a look now at the graph. 5 extractors lost for Virtual Selection versus 1 for Pathogen. Team resources 208 to 137, 210 to 137. Team kills 18 to 20. So not so much big gap, you know, or disparity between the engagements between these 2 teams. You see Pathogen moving up just a little bit on the chart there, but not so much to make a huge difference now. They may now start getting, actually Virtual Selection might start getting a little bit more kills now. They got Armor 1 coming, Phase Gates coming, I'm sorry, Weapons 1 coming, Phase Gates coming. They have Armor 1 already. Mines and Observatory. That second shell has been dropped by Pathogen 7 minutes into this game. Another Harvester loss for Pathogen here in elevator transfer. B1 biting the RT here in server room, doing a little bit of harassment there. Osku going north while Risk goes south to try to take on these 2 Marines that are coming through. Aristote, he comes in through his attack run. Nice attack run there, 111. He's still got armor. Nice run there. He does get down with blind. Takes down those 2 Marines, and a very nice cleanup from Pathogen. All right, and now we're seeing power being built up in the hub. I can only guess. Yep, there's the Phase Gate blueprint. Lucho in trouble here as he tries to take these guys on. He takes down 1 Sculpt, but Osku takes him out and takes out the blueprint of that Phase Gate. Obviously, the hub being a very, very, very coveted space Phase Gate position for the Marines on this map. It's a very strong position, just like almost any central location. You look at Summit, and you've got Crossroads. You just got easy access to almost any point of the map. If you got a centralized gate, and also you can basically beacon and feel right for beaconing more because, well, you know, you can beacon back, save the base, and then they go right back through the Phase Gate and come right back through and back out onto the map. See now, great. During that entire engagement, you saw Pathogen just take down Virtual Selections, most of their economy there. 8 now lost. Look at that. That is really going to hurt because of the rebuild cost and just the resource loss in general. 298 to 209. Now Pathogen creeping up on the resource collected. 29 to 25, so eking out a little bit of a lead with about 4 people. So now Blind coming around the corner. He's going to come into Mezzanine. We're just going to try to get the death cam on him as he tries to make a move up against Aristote and gets caught as he lunges for him. First fade out on the field in the form of B1. There is another fade as well. Looks like B1 is actually moving off. I don't know where he's going. It looks like they were going to try to engage those Marines here in the hub. But now plans changed. B1 is going to come around the corner here in ET and try to engage the Marines around the corner. Here, Pipo around the corner right now. It looks like they're just going to wait. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh. There we go. Little bug there. Okay. So Loop and Ben in the middle. B1 here up against Pipo with Dr. Melk. Pipo and oh, look at all those. Look at how long Pipo is living. That was so many missed swipes. And Loop comes around the corner with that shotgun and blasts him away. Loop has to be careful right now to save that shotgun. He actually might go down. And Risk gets out of there with that lurk. Oh no! Oh wow! And he doesn't get out in time, and an LMG takes him out. That sucks. All right, so now we see a phase gate up in repair rooms. Nice little Marine phase gate triangle here. That's going to give them quick access to this side of the map. Aristote trying to push blind off this server room RT. Dr. Melk is in the vents as a fade. Pathogen still has 2 fades out on the field. Osku at 49, blind at 49. I know what they're doing. I know what strategy they are doing. They are trying to execute Sonoman's strategy of 2 Oni, 2 fades, 1 lurk. Because it works so well against the snails, and yes, this is what they're doing. Osku and Blind are going to be the Oni, and obviously you got B1 and Dr. Melk as the fades. The lurk died, but Risk is at 23, so he's going to come back. B1 is almost dead! Oh my god, 14% as he meets Aristote around the corner. He lived because Aristote was reloading. Wow, what luck and what timing. Pipo, Loop, and Aristote now here in elevator transfer in terms of upgrades to see if they can defend in the next few minutes against the 2 Oni, 2 fades, and lurk combo. They only have weapons 1, armor 1, and shotguns. I don't know if this is actually going to work out real well. You see Lucho going down. Ben actually gets stabbed through the heart there. And now this phase gate is going to be toast here in repair. All of Virtual Selection is dead right now except 2 people. Aristote and Pipo and Lucho now coming back through the phase gate as everyone respawns. Pipo coming in alone through elevator transfer, dealing with everyone there and goes down. Ben and Loop and Lucho come through into the hub. And we are seeing now Lucho up against Dr. Melk here with just an LMG. Oh, wow, and he does a somersault backflip for his death animation. Loop now up against Risk and a fade, and another one gets shot into the corner. That just does not look comfortable right there. Poor guy. So now we are seeing these guys just get destroyed across the map. Virtual Selection still hanging on to 4 RTs, so they got an okay resource flow at this point. Risk almost losing that fade again. Or, I'm sorry, that lurk again. And just to let you know, that was a T-res. That was a team resource lurk because he's still at 27 res. So that's something to keep in mind. I mean, Pathogen doing really great right now. They're at 77 floating 77 T-res at 4 harvesters. They've had a steady resource flow this entire map. So let's look at this. Look at that steady resource flow that they've had. They've only lost 2, and you can see how much it hurts you if you do not protect. If you overextend and just do not protect your resource towers. Ben doing a great... Oh! Oh, man, I thought he did that, and he just does the splits as he dies. These death animations are pretty hilarious. B1, Dr. Melstein, and Risk now are trying to fight Pipo and Lucho for this phase gate here in the hub. Meanwhile, around the map, we got Blind doing a little bit of resource biting. That's true. If you're a Skulk, just go around, resource bite, especially if you're a Skulk that's waiting to go Onos. Because both of them are at 61 right now. We are going to see double Onos, double fade, and a lurk. Kotros might jump out of there and just be the Gorge. They haven't dropped their second hive yet. And as I was just saying that, there it is. Alright, so Loop and Pipo now in repair room. This is a very popular strategy made popular by Sonoman. A lot of teams have been practicing the two fade, 2 Onos, 1 lurk strategy. Ever since they kind of saw them use it so successfully against the snails. And quite frankly, it is an awesome strategy. It is so powerful. There we go. Osku is now an Onos. Blind is an egg. He's an Onos as well. And these guys are just going to get overwhelmed at this point. Weapons 2, Armor 1 shotguns. They don't have jetpacks. I mean, they don't even have an advanced armory to get a prototype lab. They don't really have much money because they've been spending it so much on rebuilding RTs. You know, the 15 RTs that they've lost. So we got Ben, Lucho, Loop, and Pipo now here in here. And there comes the Oni. And they are all over the place. Pipo trying to get little moves here. These guys are going down like crazy. There's Enzyme. There's Mucous Membrane. They just rolled over that phase gate like it wasn't even there. And now they're on the power in the hub. I mean, right now, they got the virtual selection basically like on their heels. They just got to capitalize on this and go. I hate when teams like have like such an advantage like this and then like momentum, and then nothing. Oh, nice armory wall right here. Make sure the Oni can't come through, so they're going to have to go a different way. Pipo coming around the corner, taking out that, almost taking out that drifter. So now the Oni are moving off. Now, still, you got to be careful with your Onos. I mean, two or three Marines focus firing you can take you down pretty quickly. So when you're alone, you really got to have that support. You really got to, you know, your commander has to be paying attention to your escape route, so maybe they can bone wall right behind you. Ben and Pipo in the hub that is not powered. Risk and Osku here just firing down this area. You can see how dark it is here for the Marines. Oh no, Dr. Melkstein dies. Looks like he died here in this engagement in repair room. Actually, maybe. I think it was in the repair room. Oh no! Another Onos goes down here in the logistics fight. There it was, right here. I just saw the body disappear. Oh no, an alert goes down! Holy cow! Virtual selection just took out a Fade, a Lurk, and an Onos in less than a minute. That really is going to hurt Pathogen. Wow. This game may have turned around, and Virtual Selection just has, you know, still has their kind of strong economy. Oh my god, Osku might actually get killed! 32% as he gets around the corner to safety. If Pipo helped with that, I think Osku would have totally died. Because they would have LMG'd him up to here, and then pistoled him while he was walking around the corner there, and that would have been horrible. Blind now, as he lost his Onos, is now a Gorge. He's bile bombing here. Armory wall helping out to keep out Osku. B1 now, 23%, 12%! Oh, wow, and he gets out of there as well. Osku now has to be careful! That is so dangerous. That is so dangerous. I mean, yeah, Mucous Membrane, you know, with Carapace, it's okay, but you still can die pretty quickly if you're not careful. That second hive has been built. Osku might overextend right now. He does take out Ben, 68%. Most of this fighting is happening on this side of the map right now. You can see that now Pathogen is pushing in as they take down Lucho. Loop is the only one left. He's working on, Onos is working on the phase gate. It is down. Here comes Pipo. And now here comes Pathogen on the push. Advanced Armory now has gone up. If Pathogen does not close this deal, we may be seeing that Pathogen is going to get their resources back for their life forms, and at the same time that happens, we may see that it's perfect timing that Virtual Selection pulls out their heavy guns and actually techs up, because then it's going to be a huge fight of really good tech teams up against each other here. We're at the 20-minute mark here, folks, and wow, I'm curious to see what will happen. If Pathogen doesn't act right now and take out Virtual Selection, this may go on for quite some time. Osku now around the corner as that Gorge. Ben furiously trying to build that power. Oh, Ben gets gored to death. Risk, 34%. We're seeing virtual selection 24, 30, 21, 36, 47. So they do have enough for shotguns, but I don't think they want to lose them right now. They want to have enough so when the research comes out, if they last that long, that they actually are able to get their shotgun jetpacks. If they are, then it could even out this game. Now, this is really good play what's happening. You see what they waited for each other. They all came in together, and they're going to power build this phase gate. There it is. Let's see if Pathogen is actually going to allow this. 2 on it, 2 defending. They are, but no! Look what's happening up in the base. Dr. Milk, Risk, and B1 are in there. Pypo comes through. The phase gate is up. They're allowed to phase back. And Blow Off and Risk is almost dead. Oh, he gets caught by Aerostone as he's trying to leave Warehouse on the south end. Another fade down. Melkstein now working on the repair room. Wow, Virtual Selection doing a great job defending against here. Phase gate down in repair room, and the phase gate in hub is in trouble. 30% as Osku is on it. He could get caught here. No, he doesn't. They don't phase through. If 4 of them phase through, they could have caught that Onos, and they would have lost an Onos. But they were all out of position. Great timing there by Pathogen. Aristote now working on the Harvester here in server room. Does end up taking that down. And Osku again working on the power here in the hub. Now they're going to reestablish, they're going to reestablish the phase gate and repair room because that's an easier one to reestablish. That's an easier one to reestablish other one than the hub, and at least you got some sort of foothold on the map. Look how dark it is in here when the power just goes down. Just want to show you guys for those of you that don't know. Wrist on fire taking down those 2 Marines. And now we see Osku and B1 up against the platform. Harvester going to be trying to take that down. Loop down in logistics, taking down that whip. And now, here we go. Prototype lab completed. They know what they need to do right now. Jetpacks now have started. Oh no, the advanced weaponry, or I'm sorry, the advanced armory was destroyed in the base. I didn't even see an explosion over there when I was looking there. So now we're seeing Pypo up against Dr. Milkstein. Has to be careful here. Lucho might actually catch him. Oh, man. I think he was on a reload cycle because I didn't even hear any shots go off. So that is going to have to be put back into an advanced army, but it doesn't matter right now. I don't think he's going to do it and spend the 30 for that. That would be kind of stupid at this point. Why would you need it unless you really are going to go for, you know, those advanced weapons? You already have your prototype lab down. You already have your jetpacks being researched. Oh, here we go. Milkstein, B1, Osku, and Blind, and a Drifter coming into the base. There's the beacon. Let's see if they catch Osku. They actually might. Osku at 28%. Onos down. Wow. And look at that. And look, they're going to try to catch these fades that are coming around the corner. Uh-oh, I have a red plug. Oh, no, I have a red plug. You're losing. Do you have a red plug? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I know my stream's up. My internet's up. I think it's the server. Server's coming back. Server's coming back. There we go. All right. It's back. It's back. It's back. It's back. And my stream is still up. All right. So it was the server. All right. Holy cow. So I just got to get updated here. That didn't work. The two fades are still alive. I know that before it went out, they were going from ore processing to repair, and all the Marines just phased through, so I thought they were going to get caught. But server room now is done, and they got the 8th biomass happening. If they get 9, they can contaminate. And there we go. Jetpacks are done. Jetpack shotguns are out. Weapons 2, armor 1 still. So now I think it'd be really good for virtual selection to get on the offense. And this is what they're going to have to do. And they're doing it. They're pulling back Pathogen to defend and trying to take some other life forms out. But oh my god, a team kill happened. Loop takes out one of his players. And Loop and Lucho are in here. Let's get from their point of view. As he's at 25 life, there's health packs all over the place. Lucho now the only one left up here, being chased by Risk.
Med pack.
He's calling for a med pack. Give this man a med pack. Oh, the death cam strikes again. Oh boy. All right. So now, oh, and Milkstein goes down. So they lose another fade. Loop now gets completely annihilated there. Another fade down on the field. How many fades? It's just crazy. Now working on the power here. They might get it. Yep. Power is down. Pipo, Lucho, and Aristote. Aliens are taking advantage of the power being out. Dr. Melkstein around the corner. Look at this. They have, but Blind is back to 50. Oscar's back to 37. This is what I was saying would happen before. This is what I was saying would happen before, is that they would, you know, get to a point where both of them are teched up and go at it. Now, the only thing that's bad is that virtual selection economy is completely obliterated. And that's a huge part of this game. Observatory gets taken out here in Warehouse. Commander gets taken out. Loop the only one. There's no way to get back to the base. This might be it as they're going for the upgrades. Ben now trying to just try to get these guys out of here. And here comes the respawn of the Marines. There's the Sys coming in here to try to just be annoying. We're seeing the Arms Lab almost got taken out, and now they're clearing up the Sys as they're growing in here. Virtual selection up to 2 extractors, 1 as a blueprint. Pathogen at 7. I mean, let's just take a look at this game right now. 19 to 4, 845 to 1011, 57 to 91. So Pathogen completely taken on with the engagements. They need to shut this down. They need to shut this down.
Command station under attack.
So now we see Aristote, Pipo, Blind, Melkstein is all fighting in this main base right now. Blind trying to do a little bit of damage as Pipo takes him down. And now we're seeing the phase gate here in repair room. Lucho, Loop, come through. B1 might actually eat it. B1 might get caught. He does. B1 gets caught. Dr. Melkstein is going to go down. No, he is. No, he does go down. Wow, so they actually take down another fade. But look at the... Here's the thing. All these wins that that we're doing, or that virtual selection is doing, look at the res for Pathogen. 51, 32, 64, 6 for Osku. That means he went fade. There he goes. He just popped out as another fade. Blind might go another Onos along with B1, who's an Onos right now. Just popped out of the egg. Fade upgrades now have been completed. I mean, virtual selection needs to reestablish their economy big time and do another offense. Now, they tried to do an offense, you know, up against ET, but that failed miserably, and that was like 3 shotgun jetpackers, and they got taken out. 3 extractors now working for virtual selection. Pathogen down to 6. Seen Pipo up against Osku here in Warehouse. Wow, Ben, Lucho, and Aristote really holding on to repair room right now. Oh, Osku's coming around the corner. He might get pinched. Now they're going to move forward into the hub and try to clear this. They may try to reestablish a phase gate position in here. 2 Onos on the field, 1 Lurk, and 1 Fade. This should be enough to shut down virtual selection. Now Risk is around the corner. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Does anyone know what this is? I don't know. A shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so they have 9. They're going to do a contamination. They're going to basically wait out here. They're going to do a contamination whip rush. There it is. There's a contamination. Up against the power, and here comes the whips. They're just going to start coming in. There we go. And the power is just going to melt. That was their all-in. There's another contamination. Power's down, and that shuts this game down. That basically shuts this game down. Awesome job. They knew they needed to do that. Well played on both teams. Pathogen takes that after an awesome defense by virtual selection. had their shotgun jetpack rush went a little bit better up against elevator transfer, you know, they just lost so much on that.